And finally, Jessica Smith.
I believe that we should ask our students. We should ask the students from the variety of backgrounds and the diverse cultures that they have come from, how we can best maintain the cultures of Alaska and to encourage the diversity and to encourage the sharing of that diversity that occurs there. If we have over 50 languages being taught in our school district, then certainly the numbers of students that are participating in each of those is relatively low. How can we focus all of our efforts on such a minor group of students? Let's bring them all together and encourage diversity and the continuation of many traditions through programs and teachers and mentors that will respond to the needs of all of these students. Let's ask the students what we can do to help them. I'm sure that there are different clubs and activities that we could find appropriate sponsors for that would meet the specific needs, wants, and desires of each of these students to get them interested, active, and engaged, and thus have better academic performance.
Thank you. Sue Hall. What should the school district do to ensure that students who are receiving special education services can successfully transition to independent learning?
Well, I think our district does an excellent job of working with special needs students and students with disabilities. We spend a lot of money on it, as well as time and staffing, and I'm very proud of the work that they do, and they've been successful in moving students. You know, I've had the privilege of being in classes and being aware of various programs within our district, such as the higher program that helps students learn to be independent, and I'm very pleased with what the district does now, and I'm confident they will continue to do so. They're required by law to provide service to students to do that, and I think they will continue to do so.
Thank you. Back to seat D. Let's begin with Jessica Smith. How have you been active in the Fairbanks community? For example, how many school board meetings have you attended in the past 3 months?
I've been extremely active in the Fairbanks North Star Borough and in the community since I went to school here. Starting in 2nd grade, I always gave up my recesses to stay in and help somebody do their homework or catch up or just to tutor. All throughout school, I've been active in extracurricular activities and always helping students along the way. I've been active in civic service organizations such as the North Pole Extreme Leos that I founded when I was 13, and we subsequently got a skate park built for North Pole. I have not been able to attend any school board meetings, but definitely take time to review the minutes so that I'm always up to date with the issues that are of concern for our district and how they're currently being addressed and met. And as to note on that, I would like to say, quote one of my favorite quotes, which is, "When two men in business always agree, one of them is unnecessary." Thank you very much. My name is Jessica Smith with a big K. Please vote for me on October 2nd.
Next to Eva Baker.
Yes, I have been very active within the schools, and most importantly, I think whenever there's a need as a parent, you know, hopefully, you know, stepping up. When my children were on the dive team in North Pole, the coach happened to be transferred, her husband was transferred, and so they were left without a coach. And I had a limited amount of diving experience, but once again, volunteered to come on and take on as a volunteer coach to help finish out the season, and then subsequently also coach for the next 2 years at North Pole High School as the dive coach. And I enjoyed this experience. I enjoy working with the youth. I've also coached started out as a, once again, volunteer cheerleading coach because they needed a cheerleader coach for the JV program. And then became the varsity coach for 5 years and coached dance as well. I think it's very important that we be involved, once again, as parents with the youth. And if we see that there's a need, you know, helping out with the boosters, with theater, being involved as a choreographer with the theater. So there are many things we can do as parents. Thank you.
Thank you. Christina Brophy, same question.
Yes. Well, you can't actually be a military family member without realizing that everywhere you go, you contribute to your community. And so when we got here in 1995, I primarily, you know, I worked towards supporting families within the military, as well as volunteering in the schools that my son attended. Most recently, I was the co-chair and treasurer of the Lathrop graduation party, and that involved months of planning and fundraising and, you know, just working towards a good party for our graduates. And that was one of the things that just kind of impressed me, once again, about this community, because it was just amazing to me how many businesses in town were willing to donate. And I know Lathrop wasn't the only school that they donated to. And so it just, again, reinforced my desire to continue contributing to the community. Oh, and as far as school board meetings, unfortunately, I've only attended one in the last 3 months, but it was a good meeting to attend.